I want to ask you the other big news story of the week. MSTR True North, formerly known as MSTR True North, was acquired by Strive,
Yes.
and Jeff Walton named CEO. Big uproar about it because people viewed it as a sellout. We had some conversations with Jeff in person about it. We don't have to go into the details of all that because I think they're going to talk through the details and everything on Wednesday. But even if I had not talked to Jeff, I would expect full transparency from them in the next episode. And really, I wouldn't expect a ton to change. I mean, the details of what they share will kind of determine that, but it's not really in their best interest or Strive's best interest for them to change the product, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you credit for this because when we were kind of brainstorming this on the flight there and the flight back, I think one of the succinct lines you had was like the investment grade Bitcoin podcast now becomes investment grade, which makes
Yeah,
sense. It's like that's what they had been advertising the whole time, right? Part of the reason they changed their name from MSTR True North to True North is because they wanted to cover the entire space. And so I
yeah,
think this just gives Jeff and the guys and everybody at Strive a much bigger platform to be able to share this information, go deeper into the space, and hopefully reach many more people that can benefit. Because I guess what I
yeah.
would say is having had the chance to talk to multiple of those guys, the True North guys, at several conferences now, if I had to use like one word to describe them, it would be genuine. Because when you talk to these
Hmm.
guys, they want nothing but to help you. Like they know what it's like to be in your shoes. They've lived the same thing and kind of gone through the same process. And just because they got in like early doesn't mean they're like, oh, I'm out and all my chips, their chips are still on the table. Like they
Yeah.
believe in this as much as every other Bitcoiner, and they want everybody else to benefit, which I think is a really, really neat part of the space.
Yeah, and I think they're going to address it pretty clearly on Wednesday. Without, I didn't ask Jeff if this was public knowledge or going to be talked about. I assume it will be. I won't talk about any numbers that I was told, but like it was not a sellout. It was like a step up for MSTR True North. Like they're not all going to retire based on this transaction.
Yeah.
Like it was a transaction, frankly, in name only. Like it just gives them more credibility and a bigger platform. Because if you're not familiar with Strive and ASST, like what they did is they merged with a social media logistics company, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be strange if the social media logistics company merging with the Bitcoin Treasury company didn't choose to use that merger strategically to like amplify the space.
Yes.
And they had a perfect opportunity because they already had Jeff on board and he was already built a successful brand and like following around True North. Like, why would you not support that and want to get the word out there? I
Right.
think things that would make me change my mind. Like if I was wrong, if I am wrong, time will tell. If they just start hawking only talking about Strive, I don't think this is gonna happen. But like that's what would be a failure for me because that's just clearly a conflict of interest. What I'm interested to see is what they say this upcoming week, and then I'm not sure that they can even freely talk about Strive because like Jeff is involved in the company. You know,
Yeah. I
like he's on the board. Like I don't, he can't be just sharing other material, non-public information.
Yeah, I suspect it'll be coverage over just like it's been coverage over multiple treasury
Yeah.
companies. I don't think like Matt Cole and some of those other guys would have wanted to get Jeff on board because they appreciate what they've done too and all the effort he's put into that. He's built that thing up himself, obviously with the other guys on True North.
Yeah.
But that's in my opinion, one of the best parts of the space in order to get information. I just can't see that
Yeah, I think
becoming,
so.
you know, something else.
We're gonna get labeled like I've been called an MST or a True North influencer, an MSTR influencer, which I wear as like a badge of honor. Like they can do things to change my mind, but I'm trusting them at this point. They'll have to prove me wrong before I would be jumping ship or talking negatively about that because I just really believe in their approach of being transparent and crowdsourcing and Workman says research is a group sport but investing is the individual sport. There's no obviously there is more potential for conflict of interest, right? That's frankly just true.
Yeah.
They have a corporate name associated with them now. People responded on social media. I think that a lot of that was overblown. We'll see. um it'll be interesting to see. I don't know.